Betty found it one quiet morning lying near the curb, half buried in the dust, a silver bracelet thin and glistening in the sunlight. It looked expensive. It felt magnetic. Without thinking, she picked it up and stuffed it into her pocket. That night, her phone fell apart. The following week, her dream job offer fell through. Her plants began to wilt, the arguments at home grew louder, and a strange heaviness hung in the air. She couldn't explain it, but everything in her life seemed to shift. Out of balance. Was it just a coincidence? Or had she accidentally brought something far more dangerous into her home than she'd imagined? You see, not everything shiny brings good luck. Some objects carry hidden vibrations imbued with the energy of misfortune, loss, or even spiritual residue. They may seem harmless, a cracked mirror, an antique vase, a coin on the street. But in the language of energy, these things can block prosperity, drain wealth, and disrupt the peaceful rhythms of your home. In this video, we'll explore 9 forbidden items that you should never ever bring into your living space under any circumstances, based on ancient Feng Shui wisdom and modern energy principles. And stay tuned until the end, as I'll also reveal how to personalize the flow of energy in your home based on your birth element and the direction of your home, so you can not only avoid bad luck, but also attract real lasting abundance. 1. Coins, wallets, or personal items dropped on the street. It's just a coin. A shiny coin lies quietly on the sidewalk. A man picks it up on his morning walk, smiles at his unexpected luck, and slips it into his pocket. That week, his business deal falls through. His car breaks down twice. His wife starts having inexplicable nightmares, and their toddler cries all night for no reason. No one suspects the coin, but that's exactly how these things work, silently, invisibly, and spiritually. In many cultures, especially in traditional Feng Shui and folk spiritual practices, money left in public isn't always random. Sometimes it's placed intentionally, as a ritual to transfer bad luck or spiritual residue to whoever finds it. The gesture is symbolic. What is mine, I now give away. But in doing so, they are not giving away good fortune, they are taking away misfortune. Worse still, these items can carry heavy emotional baggage, especially if they belong to someone who has experienced a funeral, pain, failure, or illness. When you pick them up, you are not just taking home a tangible object. You are taking home the energetic memory it carries. On the practical side, a wallet or headphones found on the street can also be bait for scams. In some cases, the scammer will lurk nearby, accusing you of stealing or demanding money. Others may use these items to stalk or trap victims. So what should you do? Never pick up personal items, especially coins, wallets, or accessories that you find on the ground. If it doesn't feel right, it probably isn't right. If you have touched or picked up such an item, cleanse your space immediately with salt water, sage, or incense, and return the item to a neutral or public place. Your energy is your currency. Don't spend it on someone else's hidden burdens. Let's get started. First of all, don't forget to like this video and share it with your loved ones, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on daily Feng Shui tips. 2. And response to cracked or broken mirrors. In Feng Shui, a mirror is more than a reflective surface. It is considered a gateway of energy, a portal that amplifies and redirects the QI or life force within your home. When properly placed, mirrors can expand abundance, double opportunities, and protect against negative forces. However, when a mirror becomes cracked or broken, its role transforms entirely. A cracked mirror symbolizes distorted energy and fractured intentions. It reflects not just the physical space, but also the energetic misalignment it creates. Instead of circulating harmony, it begins to scatter good fortune and reflect back fragmented or chaotic energy into your environment. This is why in traditional Feng Shui, a broken mirror is viewed as a serious disruptor. It's believed to create emotional instability, tension between family members, and even delays in progress or success. Worse, it may amplify negative energy, making small problems feel much larger than they actually are. Even a small, almost unnoticeable crack in a mirror is considered spiritually harmful. The damage symbolizes energetic imbalance and vulnerability, like an open wound in the energy flow of your home. How should you handle a broken mirror? It is crucial that you do not continue to use it. The first step is to carefully wrap the mirror in a soft cloth or dark fabric, ensuring no sharp edges are exposed. Sprinkle a small amount of coarse salt over the surface, a powerful purifier believed to absorb lingering negative energy. Then dispose of the mirror outside your home, ideally far from your front entrance. Never store a broken mirror even in storage rooms or attics. Its energy continues to radiate even when hidden. In Feng Shui, removing flawed or broken objects is not just cleaning. It's an act of energetic protection. A whole mirror reflects whole energy. Anything less invites disruption. 3. Secondhand gemstone jewelry, especially black, red, and purple stones. Gemstones are among the most energetically potent objects in Feng Shui. Revered for their beauty and spiritual properties, they are often used to attract love, wealth protection, or healing. But these stones are not merely decorative. They are powerful energy absorbers and memory holders. When you wear a gemstone, especially stones with deep spiritual resonance like black onyx, red garnet, or purple amethyst, you invite its energy into your personal field. However, if the stone is secondhand or previously worn by someone else, it may carry unseen emotional and energetic imprints from that person's life. This is particularly concerning if the previous owner experienced misfortune, illness, heartbreak, or financial failure. Gemstones absorb everything, joy and trauma alike. Without knowing the stone's history, you could be wearing a beautiful piece of jewelry that silently radiates sorrow, stagnation, or spiritual heaviness. While energy cleansing methods exist, such as placing the stone in sunlight, moonlight, salt water, or smudging with sage, these practices may not be enough if the gemstone holds deep or karmic imprints. Some energy, especially that tied to spiritual contracts or emotional trauma, lingers far beneath the surface. Therefore, in Feng Shui, it is advised that you only wear gemstone jewelry when you know its full origin, or better yet, purchase new stones that are attuned to your own energy from the beginning. If you've already inherited or purchased a used gemstone and wish to keep it, perform a multi-step cleansing. Soak it in sea salt water overnight. Leave it under moonlight or sunlight for a full cycle. Smudge with sacred herbs. And most importantly, observe how it feels on your body and in your space. If it brings discomfort or emotional weight, let it go. In the realm of energy, beauty alone is never enough. Clarity and alignment are what truly protect and empower you. 4. Phones, earbuds, or watches. Found on the street, modern technology may seem far removed from ancient spiritual practices, but in Feng Shui and energy-based traditions, all objects hold vibration, especially personal electronics, like phones, earbuds, and watches that are worn or used close to the body. When you find such items lying abandoned in public places, it may feel like a stroke of luck. But energetically, these objects are deeply saturated with the emotional imprints of their previous owners. Unlike coins or trinkets, items like phones or watches are extensions of daily life, constantly absorbing a person's stress, thoughts, illnesses, and emotions. If the item was lost during a trauma, accident, or emotional breakdown, its energetic field may be heavily imprinted with grief, chaos, or separation energy. Bringing it into your home, or worse, using it, can invite that energy into your life in subtle but powerful ways. Beyond the spiritual implications, there are also practical and legal dangers. Picking up a phone or a high-value accessory can make you a target of scams. Some people deliberately leave devices in public to lure unsuspecting finders, then accuse them of theft, demand money, or attempt blackmail. Even if your intention is honest, the consequences can be serious. From an energy perspective, items like these can act as open portals, connecting you to unresolved stories, karmic debts, or emotional burdens that are not yours to carry. That's why Feng Shui strongly advises against bringing home personal electronics or wearables that don't belong to you. If you discover a phone, earbuds, or watch on the street, resist the urge to keep it. Instead, turn it into a nearby authority, a police station, store, or lost and found facility. Energetically and ethically, it is far better to stay clear of other people's energy than to risk inviting a silent storm into your sanctuary. 5. Antique items with unknown origins, especially from war funerals or old temples. Antiques are often admired for their craftsmanship, history, and rarity. In Feng Shui, however, they are seen as time capsules, vessels that store not only the physical essence of the past, but also the energetic residue of all who interacted with them. Every antique object carries a story, but when that story is clouded, tragic, or unknown, it becomes more than just a historical artifact. it may become a magnet for stagnant or negative energy. This is especially true for items connected to war funerals or religious rituals. Objects from battlefields, old cemeteries, execution grounds, or temples, long abandoned, often carry yin energy, heavy, cold, and emotionally burdensome. In Feng Shui terms, such items drain Sheng Qi, the life-affirming energy that keeps a home warm, prosperous, and balanced. Bringing these objects into your home without spiritual awareness can create an energetic mismatch. You may experience unexplained heaviness in the space, arguments among family members, disturbed sleep, or even a decline in health and fortune, all without an obvious physical cause. That's why Feng Shui practitioners advise caution. Do not bring antiques with uncertain or dark histories into your home lightly. If you feel deeply drawn to an antique piece, or if you've already brought one in, it is essential to perform an energy cleansing ritual. Use sacred herbs like sage or sandalwood to smudge the item. Ring a bell or Tibetan singing bowl to break up stagnant energy. Sprinkle salt around it to neutralize lingering vibrations. Ideally, consult a Feng Shui expert or energy healer who can assess whether the item harmonizes with your home's key or if it's creating unseen discord. Remember, not all treasures from the past are meant to walk with us into the future. Choose what you allow into your space with care, and let peace be your guide. Shirk 6. Roadside stones and pebbles. In Feng Shui, even seemingly lifeless objects like rocks and pebbles are believed to carry energetic imprints from the environments where they originated. While natural stones can enhance grounding and stability when used correctly, those picked up casually from random locations, especially roadsides, riverbanks, cemeteries, or intersections, may carry deeply disruptive energy. Stones found in these areas are often tied to yin energy, associated with death, suffering, or unrest. In many traditional beliefs, unclaimed bodies or hasty burials in the past were often marked or covered with local stones. Similarly, intersections and riverbanks are places where energy is thought to disperse and accumulate unpredictably, sometimes absorbing the energetic residue of accidents, grief, or unresolved events. Such stones are considered to hold wandering death key, subtle but lingering vibrations that can disturb the peace and vitality of your home. Bringing them inside can unintentionally invite instability, coldness, or chronic misfortunes that seem to have no clear origin. That's why in Feng Shui, it is strongly discouraged to collect and display random stones from outdoor areas, no matter how attractive they appear. If you're drawn to using stones or pebbles for decoration or spiritual grounding, always choose those sourced from clean, energetically neutral locations, such as crystal shops or curated natural environments. These stones are often cleansed and prepared for integration into living spaces. Additionally, before placing any stone in your home, rinse it in salt water. Let it dry under sunlight or moonlight for at least 24 hours. Smudge it with sage or sandalwood to clear residual energy. Natural beauty should never come at the cost of your home's energetic integrity. Choose stones not just for their look, but for the story they don't carry. 7. Broken or stopped clocks. In Feng Shui, a clock is more than just a device to tell time. It is a symbol of life's rhythm, progress, and forward motion. A working clock reflects the natural flow of energy, aligning your daily routine with universal timing. But when a clock stops ticking, it becomes a powerful symbol of stagnation. A dead or broken clock represents halted growth, emotional stagnancy, and lost momentum. It quietly suggests that something in your life is stuck, whether it's your career, your finances, or even your personal healing. Over time, this stagnant energy can accumulate and create a sense of delay, frustration, or even hopelessness in your home. This symbolism becomes even more intense when the broken clock is placed in personal spaces like bedrooms. Bedrooms are meant to be restful and regenerative, but a stop clock in this environment introduces the subconscious message that time has stopped, which may lead to poor sleep, lingering fatigue, or a lack of drive and clarity during the day. According to Feng Shui principles, allowing a broken clock to remain in your space, especially for weeks or months, is like inviting delay into every aspect of your life. It suggests clinging to the past, resisting change, or unknowingly anchoring yourself in emotional or financial limbo. The remedy is simple but essential. Replace the battery immediately or have the clock professionally repaired. If the clock can't be fixed, dispose of it respectfully. Do not store it in drawers or closets as its stagnant energy continues to resonate even when hidden. Your space should move with time, not against it. In Feng Shui, ensuring that all clocks are functional is a way of honoring life's movement and allowing blessings to flow naturally, without interruption or delay. Oh, golden barrel cactus, Echinocactus grusoni. The golden barrel cactus, with its round symmetrical body and radiant yellow spines, is often prized for its architectural beauty and minimalist elegance. Its hardy, requires little maintenance, and has become a trendy choice in modern interiors. But while its shape may suggest harmony and balance, its energy tells a different story in the eyes of Feng Shui. This cactus emits intense sha qi, cutting or attacking energy, through its sharp outward-facing needles. Unlike soft-leaved plants that nourish a space by absorbing and circulating positive qi, spiny plants like the golden barrel act as energetic repellers. Their presence can disrupt the natural flow of energy, creating tension and subtle discomfort in the environment. When placed indoors, especially in sensitive areas like bedrooms or workspaces, the impact can be magnified. In bedrooms and where relaxation, intimacy, and emotional grounding are essential, the cactus's sharp energy may lead to restlessness, poor sleep, irritability, and emotional disconnection. In home offices, it can interfere with mental clarity, focus, and communication, sometimes even contributing to miscommunication or creative blocks. That doesn't mean this plant is inherently bad. In Feng Shui, context is everything. The key lies in strategic placement and energetic balance. Place the cactus outdoors, on a balcony, patio, or along a garden path, where the open space allows its energy to dissipate naturally. Avoid placing it near doorways, windows, or hallways where it can block the flow of beneficial energy entering or moving through your home. To neutralize its harsher effects, consider pairing it with softer plants known for attracting positive qi, such as lucky bamboo jade plant or peace lily. Ultimately, Feng Shui is about creating harmonic resonance between people, space, and energy. The golden barrel cactus teaches us a valuable lesson. Even beauty, when misaligned, can disrupt the flow of life. Where and how you place things matters just as much as what they are. Balance is everything. 9. Photographs of the deceased who are not family members. In Feng Shui and spiritual traditions, a photograph is not just an image. It is considered a fragment of the person's essence, a vessel that retains their emotional and energetic imprint. When the subject of the photo is someone who has passed away, the energetic weight becomes even more significant. If the person depicted is a beloved ancestor or close relative, their presence may bring a sense of support, continuity, and protective energy. However, displaying the photo of a deceased person who is not part of your family lineage, someone with whom you share no emotional or blood connection, can introduce foreign, incompatible energy into your home. This is not necessarily negative or harmful by intent, but from an energetic standpoint, it creates a conflict in vibrational alignment. Your home is an extension of your personal energy field, and allowing outside spirits, even through photographs, can disturb that field, especially when placed in active spaces like living rooms, bedrooms, or work areas. You may notice subtle effects, a lingering unease, disrupted sleep, unexplained tension, or emotional heaviness that seems to hover without cause. Over time, these imbalances can impact the well-being of those in the household. If you feel obligated to keep such a photograph, perhaps for artistic, historical, or sentimental reasons, it's important to manage it with energetic mindfulness. Avoid placing it in high traffic or personal energy zones like bedrooms or family gathering areas. Instead, store it in a quiet, respectful space such as a study archive or corner that is not regularly energized. Perform regular spiritual cleansing such as smudging with sage or lighting a white candle near the photo to purify the energy. Above all, trust your intuition. If the image feels out of place or brings a subtle discomfort, don't ignore it. Your home should reflect the living energy of those who reside there, and every object should contribute to that harmony, not dilute it. 10. Secondhand or abandoned wallets. A wallet is far more than just a container for money. In Feng Shui and energy traditions, it is seen as a symbolic extension of one's wealth, self-worth, and financial karma. Whether it holds cash, cards, or nothing at all, a wallet is deeply linked to the personal energy of its owner and carries strong vibrations related to abundance, security, and financial flow. When you come across a used wallet, whether found on the street or acquired secondhand, the energetic implications are profound. Picking up such an item may mean inheriting the financial energy of its previous owner. If that person struggled with debt scarcity, loss, or financial failure, the wallet likely carries remnants of those vibrations. Without knowing, you could be bringing a pattern of misfortune or stagnation directly into your own financial life. In more spiritually complex cases, some wallets, particularly those conveniently found in public places, may be intentionally left behind as part of ritualistic energy transfers. In some folk practices, individuals place personal items, including wallets, in symbolic locations to cast away bad fortune or seal misfortune in an object. Anyone who picks it up unknowingly becomes the recipient of that burden. There are even tales of cursed wallets being used as spiritual seals, embedding misfortune or poverty into the very fibers of the material, a form of energetic trap. Whether or not you believe in such stories, Feng Shui teaches us to respect the unseen energies that flow through everyday objects. What should you do? Never use a second-hand wallet unless you are certain of its history and can cleanse it properly. If you find a wallet, do not bring it home. Turn it over to authorities or leave it where it can be safely reclaimed. If you've already accepted or inherited a wallet, perform a full energetic cleansing with salt, smoke, and affirmations, or ideally let it go entirely. In Feng Shui, financial energy is sacred, and the vessel that holds your wealth should carry only your own intention, clarity, and fortune. 11. Talismans, mysterious scripts, or ritual offerings. In Feng Shui and many spiritual traditions, not all objects are what they appear to be. Items such as talismans, handwritten scripts with strange symbols, folded papers with red or black ink, and ritual offerings left at street corners or trees may seem curious or even beautiful, but they often carry deep spiritual significance and potent energetic weight. These objects are usually connected to esoteric practices, sacred rituals, or spiritual interventions. They may have been used to invoke, summon, bind, or release spiritual entities or to carry out karmic transfers. Some are created to seal away negative forces, to guide wandering spirits, or even to absorb misfortune and bad karma from someone else. By picking them up or bringing them into your home, you may unintentionally interfere with their original purpose, or worse, take on the energetic burden that they were meant to contain or redirect. In many belief systems, doing so is considered a spiritual transgression, one that invites confusion, misfortune, or even unexplained disturbances into your life. Unlike common items that may carry residual energy, these spiritually charged objects are deliberate conduits, and their power is often anchored by intention, ritual, and spiritual contracts. Once you disrupt that, it becomes extremely difficult to remove the energetic imprint using standard cleansing methods like sage or salt. Feng Shui strongly advises never pick up items like talismans, spirit papers, or ritual offerings, no matter how intriguing they look. If you accidentally touch one, do not take it home. Leave it in place respectfully. If you believe one has entered your home or space, consult a spiritual practitioner or experienced Feng Shui master for proper cleansing. Your home is a sanctuary. Let it be filled with energy that is clear, intentional, and aligned with your path, not entangled in someone else's spiritual contracts. When decorating or moving into a new space, many people unknowingly invite stagnant or negative energy through seemingly innocent choices. A common mistake is keeping emotionally charged items, like photos of ex-lovers, breakup letters, or gifts tied to painful memories. These objects silently anchor your energy in the past and block new beginnings. Another issue is decorating purely by taste without considering the energetic impact. An item may be beautiful but misaligned with your home's energy or your personal element, subtly creating disharmony. Reusing secondhand furniture or decor without cleansing is also risky. These items may carry the emotional residue of their previous owners, including illness, conflict, or misfortune. Lastly, people often overlook the importance of direction and elemental alignment. A piece might suit your personality but clash with your home's layout or Feng Shui map, leading to blocked energy flow. In Feng Shui, every object you bring in should support balance, harmony, and vitality. Mindful selection isn't just about style, it's about honoring the energetic story your home tells. Choose consciously and your space will return that care with peace, clarity, and abundance. Your home is more than walls and furniture. It's an energetic mirror of your inner world. In Feng Shui, every item you choose to keep carries a vibration that either supports or disrupts your life's flow. A cracked mirror, a second-hand wallet, or an old photo may seem harmless, but these objects can quietly shape your reality for better or worse. If you've unknowingly brought in something energetically harmful, don't worry. Awareness is powerful. Cleanse the space, reset your intentions, and release what no longer aligns. When your space is filled with purposeful, high-vibration objects, peace and prosperity flow naturally. Use this affirmation to reinforce that shift. I only keep objects that carry positive energy. My home is a sanctuary of peace, abundance, and radiant growth. If this video resonated with you, share it with someone you care about. They might be living with unseen energy blocks too. And if you'd like a personalized Feng Shui guide based on your birth element or home direction, drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more ancient insights to elevate your space and your life.